The night before we did the interview, somebody hit us with a message, hunting jaguars, all this demonic shit, the Illuminati's coming to get you, Clive Davis is coming to get you. And you know, whatever. But it wasn't until we got sent another message from the same account, from the hotel right across from ours, and it was facing our hotel window.
So
actually, that was right before we left.
Gotcha.
Storm happened before we left. When we had to leave was when we did the Tasha K interview.
Gotcha.
And Storm wasn't supposed to get what he got.
Right.
But I gave it to him.
Right.
See, Tasha wanted him to fluff me up. She was supposed to get the big interview. I gave it to him. I knew what I was doing. Because I wanted to see what the fuck she was really all about. Planning people in my life, planning people around me, y'all doxed me. Then we went to Vegas and had Toxic Diamond, who also worked for Tasha K. And all of this was leading up to surviving Jaguar Wright.
Jaguar Wright is courageously battling for her life and persists in expressing her truth in spite of obstacles.
Anything happen? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, it's... I speak for a reason. When you see this bull-ass motherfucking game with people that you love, that you like, you know, that you... So many coincidences.
Too many. You
honeycomb.
Oh. Stamping.
We gonna get you and your little dog. Congratulations, young man. Run as fast as Cassie did. Has anybody asked themselves about that?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are asking about what's going on with it. Yeah, a lot of people are looking at it as like that's the way the new relationship should work.
What, to get paid?
Yeah,
she was getting $500K a month. She quit because he dropped her down.
I think that's where they're at with it.
No, but understand this. Think about this. And there are women in this room. Why would you quit? What the f is going on at $250,000 ain't enough?
Ladies?
Like the fact that he, I'm just saying, the fact that he cut from 500 to 200, who the f gives it? 200K, who 250K, who turned it down 250K a month? What the f is going on in that relationship that 250K ain't enough?
Singer-songwriter Jaguar Wright has been making headlines lately for her alarming charges made against some of the biggest names in music. She has accused Jay-Z, Diddy, Common, Talib Kweli, and other celebrities of abuse, exploitation, and misconduct.
Gotta be some dark. Like, people are not understanding that girl quit 250K. 4 million every quarter. Well, I'm sorry, $1 million every quarter. Now she was getting $2 million a quarter, but then she got, you know, you got going on that's so deep that it ain't worth $1 million a quarter. That's how he operates. He has people followed. He has people watched. He does all kinds of. He's a piece of shit. I feel bad for the kids. Like, don't think that there aren't moments when I'm speaking honestly about that motherfucker that I pray that his children don't hear it. Because that's still their dad. I know what it's like to have a baby with a small. As much as I can't stand my ex-husband, I would never want my son to feel bad about either one of us being his parent. You know what I mean? Like, I would never want that. But their father is the devil. He the fucking devil.
Diddy appears to be taking a firm stand among them, all by threatening to kill Jaguar Wright. Yes, you read it right, dude.
Man, somebody can call me. I done seen, man, some station all staying off my social devices. It's too much cooning and buffooning. Too much cooning and buffooning. And believe me, when I get my thoughts together, I'm gonna figure out a way to articulate myself. This conversation ain't even for the whole world to hear. It's just for us. I'm telling y'all today, I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time. If it ain't about going up, it's about being positive, about getting some money, loving God. Ain't too much coonery, the croonery going on, the coaches getting killed. I'm not even saying nothing about it because I'm just so burnt out.
Here's all the information you require. We've all been huge fans of Jaguar Wright because of her fearless approach to speaking her mind, even at great personal risk. She isn't afraid to criticize powerful people like Diddy. Jaguar is as real as it gets, no filler. It's well known that she has warned about Diddy's less than perfect reputation in the industry, including his alleged attempts to manipulate young artists over the years and his alleged attempts to force young girls into questionable acts for Hollywood elites.
People don't know the reality of Total. The reality of Total is that Kima Dyson started that. Puffy got into the mix later. Her mom was like their manager. Her sister Vita was with Herb Garnered before Ashanti got there. Like, these were girls who were making their bones in the game. They were making deals. They were getting deals. Like, and they did this before Puffy came. Their name was breaking before Puffy got involved. And Puffy got involved. And then the next thing you know, Missy gets involved. And when Missy got involved, everything changed. But what I hated more than anything was how Kima Dyson kind of got ostracized from the entity that she was damn near responsible for creating, because she wasn't, because she was straight, because she had a husband, because she had children, because he had a family, because they had a business.
So she couldn't be the
she wasn't nobody plaything.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, here come Puffy, Diddy, dirty money. Yeah, real fast.
They did nothing either.
I mean,
Janet again. Like, his groups do nothing. Like, they start off good, but I believe it's him. He's the #1 denominator. You know what I mean?
Hey, Clive Davis's artists kind of experienced the same things as Angie Stone.
Wright now alleges that for the past year, Sean Diddy Combs has been stalking her and her spouse, driving them into hiding and effectively into exile.
Like, oh,
Hey, y'all playing.
So we ended up having to leave early. We got a phone call from a trusted source. We had to leave because somebody was coming up the service elevator for us in an hour. And I'm glad I still have friends in Vegas. So then they tried to stall out our luggage because we weren't allowed to take our luggage down. The bellman had to take it. Our luggage was rifled through and robbed from the time it came down from the suite to the car. They kept trying to keep us there. I had to press the issue to get my car, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers is doing too much. If I want to check out early, I should be able to check out early. Oh, well, this is only happening because you're checking out, early. What do you mean because I'm checking out early? If I want to check out early, I should be able to check out early.
Right.
You starting to make it sound like you're trying to keep me. Is there a reason why you're trying to keep me here? See, there's a moment when North Philly just kicks right in. I'm sitting there talking to the valet guy. And I don't know why it's taking so long to get your car. That it usually doesn't take this long. And I looked at him and I said, I want you to understand something. You getting me my car right now is good for you. Because if they come, I'm gonna grab you and hold you close. And you gonna get touched right with me. I'm gonna get my motherfucking car. And you know I wasn't playing. You don't wanna get my car? When them motherfuckers come, you gonna be my shield, baby. Kevlar! got my car. You were able to finally get to the luggage. He had to go and track the luggage down. Couldn't find the bellman that had our. He went on break. So he came up to the room. It took us to bring our downstairs to meet us in the lobby with the car. But while he took our, he went on break. I made enough noise. He did what he had to do. Got back in the desk.
Diddy has put Jaguar Wright's name on his hit list in public, following a pattern he's used with others in the past. It appears he feels he has no choice and is willing to take significant risks because he knows too much about her to be left unchallenged, especially when it comes to airing his and others' dirty laundry. Additionally, with Diddy being sued by Cassie Venter as she continues her revelations, Jaguar's remarks are starting to seem more plausible. Jaguar has leveled severe charges against Diddy, claiming, among other things, that he engages in people trafficking and is effectively a puppet of the Hollywood elite.
How do you feel about him making her search for prostitutes who were dark-skinned with big black faces? That's literally what he made her search for.
I mean, that's what he into.
He into BBCs. And Farnsworth Bentley's real relationship.
Concubine, master.
She also emphasized how he intimidates and assaults young artists, even naming a few of his victims by using his fame.
When I started addressing my issues about what happened to Malik B and what happened to Flo Brown, I just started looking, as I've gotten older, like, I dissect life a little differently now. I'm always looking for the origin of a problem. I'm not looking to deal with the fallout that is presently here now. If I want to get rid of it, I got to go to the origin. I got to figure out where it comes from, and I got to dig those roots up, and I got to make sure it can't continue to grow.
What made you tell about P. Diddy and Christopher Williams?
Because they had it coming. They had it coming. I had no intention of ever telling that story. Matter of fact, I wasn't going to tell this story, but they kept posting nasty things about my.
Wright says that despite Diddy's public warnings to her to keep everything to herself, he embodies everything negative and more as detailed in Cassie's lawsuit. Additionally, insider sources close to Diddy are corroborating some of the serious charges against him.
Yes, they had a whole page saying that I destroyed my lives, I had a pipe, I was on, and I said it doesn't come down. You can keep telling lies on me, and I'm just gonna start telling the truth about you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And it didn't come down, and that's why I was in that little TV screen and I looked so tired. I had been up for like 16 hours. I literally waited. I didn't even go to bed until I did the video.
Like now we're about to talk about it. As if you don't want to take it down, this is what it is.
Here it is. I waited all night. I watched all night. I told you to take it down. You did not take it down. All right, I'm finna go to bed. So let's get into it. And the reason why I told that story is because it's a story that probably sickens me most because of my personal attachment to it.
Which is what?
A woman should not be penalized and have her career taken away from her because she is in disagreement with someone else's behavior problems.
Yeah, understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that should have never happened. This was a brilliant young attorney, and that career was totally, he's a bit of a thrill seeker.
What was the immediate response after you did that?
Even Christopher Williams was running around calling mutual friends that we had. Man, you ain't never seen me do no stuff like that. And even that mutual friend was like, well, bro, it was that one time, and look, it ain't none of my business. So, everybody knows that these things aren't secrets. It's These were all common facts, which is why Biggie's old bodyguard, Gene Deal, confirmed it. It's not like I'm saying things that people don't know. But what's worse is the simple fact that this man feels as though he gets to lives with impunity and has made hundreds of millions of dollars on other people's pain and on other people's talent and on other people's sacrifice. What he did to I'll Be Sure was disgusting. It's beyond disgusting. And Kim Porter is unspeakable. Back then, those stories were fresh. Publicists came through, cleaned it up, swept it up. Another, #1 record, great video, appearance at Fashion Week with the right actress. You know what I'm saying? And people start to look away from these things.
Wholesome, in public, never behind the doors.
You know what
Actresses.
I mean? So now here you go. You fast forward all these years, and you look at all that he created, and no one is okay except for him. No one. No one is okay, and the ones that are okay escaped before it ate them up like my girlfriend Keena Dyson.
Wright did, however, recently claim in an interview that Diddy isn't the stand-up guy he presents himself as online, and that a lot more goes on behind the scenes, much of it not attractive, particularly during the parties he reportedly hosts. In addition, Jaguar claims that Diddy is heavily involved in trafficking and isn't above putting his own girlfriends in risky situations to suit his inclinations. Although Diddy is frequently seen with women in public, many close to him have come forward to assert that he isn't as he appears in terms of his sexuality and preferences. Jaguar also made some unsettling revelations, including Diddy's associations with shady individuals. This makes sense given Diddy's track record of powerful but questionable connections in the industry that have kept him protected despite his actions.
I mean, do you remember when Bernie Mac played the Minister Friday?
Yes.
That's how I feel about it. Like, that's how I see it. Oh, Miss Papa. But for him to be at a Diddy party, like I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to his church and laid hands on him. He called the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is what you want. Like I've never and I cut a check for $100. I'm gonna lay my hands on you, Bishop. And he said to me, And then it's on the internet. He's doing all of this, right? And then there's a woman on the dais screaming, "Push the baby out! Birth that baby! Push the." I'm like, are we at church? Or is this about to turn into like a whole nother scene, like a lost scene from Eyes Wide Shut? Like this is looking a little weird. I mean, if Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens to people.
Although Diddy is the owner of Bad Boy Entertainment, some people who know the rapper well have revealed how he takes advantage of young musicians in his inner circles. Diddy has occasionally been accused of abusing his position of authority and influence sexually. For example, it is said that his top assistant, T.D. Jackson, attended almost all of these predatory parties.
When I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You have to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he there to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he there to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So now what he's doing is he's making, man, he's making the Christians look real bad right about now. I know what goes on at the parties. If, you know, they probably got a little bit more freakier, you know, as time went on, you know, because they got to the point whereas that they didn't even care. It used to be secretly, you know, where people used to go to, you know, separate rooms and different rooms, and they wasn't doing that out in the public, you know. So, but now they don't care. Men kissing men and all this other stuff. It's crazy. I was getting calls from females that stated that they had situations that were, I'm trying to put it in a way, there were situations that if law enforcement individuals heard it, they had, Puff had broke the law with them. So he had committed a crime. And in doing so, if those are the females who went and found the lawyers to take their case, he's going to be facing criminal charges because the act in which they explained to me were criminal acts. The drinking, the touching, the all that.
To be honest, it's amazing to see that Jaguar Wright's claims and Cassie's case against Diddy are exactly the same.
Said that it was heartbreaking to her that her music was the reason why they was freaking off. The music that she was writing, it was for Cassie to freak off with him. And she couldn't believe it. And then she said that in the interview, which was crazy, she said that Puff came to the house and tried to make the girl have sex with him. And she intervened and said, she don't have to have sex with you. And she said, then I see this monster. Like, I was like, you had a monster? She was like, yo, she said, I seen this monster. His whole tone, his facial expression, everything just changed towards her. I was like, yo, that's crazy. She lucky. Bruh, I'm being totally honest, man. Like, I believe that when you on those type of drugs and shit like that with alcohol, that it caused those people to think like that. It's crazy, you know, for these women to be in fear of their life based on you trying to put that pressure on them like that. Bruh, I think in this whole interview, we started it off that during his turmoil at the city college, he slapped his mother. If anybody put their hands on their mother, they are capable of doing anything. He's capable of doing anything to a female. I don't believe Cassie lied. I don't believe Tiffany Red lied. Dude, whole life has changed, bro. You know, the money, the drugs, the alcohol, all the things made him to a different person.
Moving ahead, that's all for now. Please feel free to share your opinions in the comments section below. Jaguar Wright contends that Diddy is a master manipulator who uses his connections and authority to control people's professional and personal paths. She also disclosed that he has blackballed musicians who either refuse to work with him or voice their disapproval of him.